Writing my evaluation, question 7. Question 7 is, looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? Well, with my preliminary task, I needed to include match on action, shot reverse shot, and the 180-degree rule. These were the same camera shots and techniques I needed to carry out in my final piece. So how did I improve from my prelim to my main task? Well, in my preliminary I had access to about 3 or 4 cameras, but I chose to use only one, not knowing how beneficial it could have been if I did use them all. With match on action and shot reverse shot, I needed to get different shots and angles of someone. So when the camera was on pause, they needed to make sure they continued from the exact same position they were in when I start the camera. So I also had to make sure that when changing the angle and position of the cameras, I didn't cross the 180-degree line. However, I learnt from my mistake when I carried out my final piece. I used up to 3 cameras and I could film all in one go and get every single shot and angle I needed. And I could work out where my 180-degree rule was before I even started filming. And everything flowed perfectly. I didn't get that stop-start effect which I saw in my preliminary at first, and that took me a very long time to edit and fix out of my prelim. This meant that in my editing for my final piece, it wasn't spent on trying to fix issues, rather I spent my time on improving it as a whole. Also, thanks to my preliminary, I had a chance beforehand to use the software Serif Movie Plus X6, which meant that in my final product I didn't spend my time familiarising myself with the software, I could just get started straight away.